So what is homestead exemption? Why do I need it? And how can I apply? Find out on today's episode on Rockin Real Estate News. Welcome to Rockin Real Estate News, where we are answering what's rockin' in Daytona Beach real estate. I'm Alice Cooper, and today we're talking about homestead exemption. When you purchase a home here in the Sunshine State, we have something that's called homestead exemption. Now, this exemption is a program that saves Florida homeowners on their property taxes. There are some conditions that you'll have to meet to be eligible, but it is something that every homeowner should take advantage of if they can. So what is homestead exemption and how do you get it? Let's dive in. In the simplest terms, homestead exemption decreases your property taxes. Now, it's available to full-time Florida residents on their primary home. In order to take advantage of this exemption, you have to apply. But submitting an application is super easy and it can be done online. And once you file, you'll continue to reap the benefits as long as you own the property, and then maybe even after. When you file your homestead exemption, you'll unlock the three major benefits. You'll reduce your property's taxable value as much as $50,000. You'll receive your Save Our Homes benefit, which can put a cap on the amount your property taxes can increase each year. And you'll have something called portability. Now, this lets you take a portion of your savings to your next home when you sell this one. So let's take a look at each of these benefits in more detail. The main benefit of the homestead exemption is tax savings. It reduces your taxable value of your home by $50,000. Now, this doesn't mean your tax bill is going to be reduced by $50,000, but rather that the assessed value of your property, which is used to calculate your taxes, now this is reduced by $50,000. Now, this results in a lower taxable value. So let me explain. So let's say you buy a property and the assessed value is $200,000, but you don't have any exemptions such as homestead. The taxable value is calculated on that assessed value, and then you would then subtract exemptions. But since you don't have any exemptions, the taxable value on this property is $200,000. So you take that value and you divide it by 1,000. Multiply it by the millage rate. Now, this millage rate does differ from municipality to municipality. So once you do that, you'll have your property tax owed. In this example, the annual property tax would be $3,588. Now let's take the same property that's assessed at $200,000 and apply some homestead exemption. You have the assessed value, you minus the $50,000 homestead exemption, you now have $150,000. You divide that by 1,000 and multiply it by the millage rate. This gives you your tax bill of $2,691. This example, the homestead exemption saves you $900. The second advantage of homestead exemption is the Save Our Homes benefit. Now, the Save Our Homes benefit, sometimes abbreviated to SOH, limits the annual increase in the assessed value of your homesteaded property to 3%, or the consumer price index, whichever is less. So this means that the assessed value of your property is capped and can never increase more than 3% each year. Now, this means the increase in your property taxes will be limited as long as you own the property as your primary. The third advantage of homestead is portability. Portability allows you to take a portion of the taxes you've been saving for all those years and take it to a new property. The problem we are seeing was people are saving all of this money by having homestead exemptions, which was great, but when they went to sell their homes at retirement and downsize, their payments were actually going up because their taxes were being reassessed at the new value. So to solve the problem, the state introduced portability. Now, portability allows you to transfer a portion of your tax savings from your current homestead to your new home. This means the exemption amount that you saved can be applied to your new property, keeping your tax bill lower. Whether you're downsizing or moving to a bigger house, you will definitely benefit from a lower tax bill thanks to portability. So how do you take advantage of these tax savings? You have to file homestead by March 1st. Now, the guidelines say you have to close on your home by December 31st of the previous year. So if you bought your home as your primary in 2024, you will have until March 1st of 2025 to file for homestead. Be sure to mention that you want the portability. Filing is easy and it can be done online on the property appraiser's website. You can find it by Googling File Homestead Volusia County. So make sure to file for a homestead exemption and take advantage of all of the benefits. Until next time, rock on, rock stars.